Welcome back to the She Thrives Influential Women podcast. I am your host, Lori Murphy, and I am an empowerment coach for women, public speaker, award-winning, published author, as well as your host for this amazing podcast. Before I begin, I just want to make you a quick reminder to please subscribe. Please download your favorite episode. When you subscribe to this channel, you never miss an episode. You're always up to date on every episode that continues to get posted weekly. You never get to miss out on amazing interviews with influential and impactful women, and as well as getting helpful tricks and, tips to help you along in your journey. Another important reason to continue to download and subscribe is that it really helps build this podcast. It helps it continue to circulate for more women to find so that they never miss another episode, so that they can continue to grow, thrive, and be empowered, and to continue this mission of being the best badass women that we can possibly be. That is the purpose. That is the point of this podcast. That is why I created this platform. And I want to continue to see it grow and thrive and continue to help other women across the world. So hit that subscribe button. Never miss another episode. Keep downloading your favorite episodes. Share on your social media platforms with your friends and your family so that this just continues to grow and thrive. And I also want to just take a moment to make a quick, very special announcement. This is something I'm very excited for. So on January 23rd to the 25th of 2025, there is an amazing virtual event that I am very honored and blessed to be a part of. This is called the EMPOWERHer Virtual Summit. It is aired exclusively on Phoenix TV, and it is broadcasted in about 127 countries. So I am going to be speaking on my confidence code. I'm going to be, sharing some positivity and influence, but there's also 50 other women that are participating in this summit throughout that 3-day span that are also going to be speaking on specific topics that are going to help you along in your journey. This event is something you do not want to miss. There is going to be a wide range of knowledge, empowerment, influence, inspiration, abilities to continue to connect and grow with women all over the world. So please do not miss out on this opportunity. I will be posting the link in the description for you to be able to click and register. The dates again is going to be pretty much all day from the 23rd of January through the 25th of January. There's going to be accessibility to all of these fabulous women, special offers. You don't want to miss out on this. I'll be presenting a very special offer as well for your participation in joining me. So you definitely don't want to miss out on the opportunity to explore that. So click the link that's in the description. Get yourself registered. It's a $47 fee. And with that $47, you're going to get a value of, at least, $4,000 for just $47. I mean, it is epic. It is amazing. So that is going to be again on the 23rd to the 25th of January, 2025. That is the EMPOWERHer Virtual Summit. It is going to be aired on Phoenix TV, and it's also going to be broadcasted in 127 countries. So it doesn't matter where you are in this world. Get yourself registered and don't miss out on the opportunity. So going forward with that, I want to be able to talk to you today about the importance of investing in yourself. Why do you invest in yourself? What ways can you invest in yourself? So I am very passionate about many topics I share about, this being one of them. So why invest in yourself? Why is it so important? But first, let me give you a little bit of background on who I am. If you are new to this podcast, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. I began my journey in November of 2011 when I made the decision to recover from alcoholism and begin my journey in sobriety. I have been sober now a little over 13 years, and it has been an amazing, amazing experience. In my journey, I have learned how to grow tremendously. I have built self-love, found my self-worth, was able to really get in touch with who I truly am, and was able to be blessed with this calling to help other women along their journeys. I don't just help women with addiction issues and issues with alcoholism. My journey is about healing. It is about growth. It is about, health and wellness. I lost, healthier habits, weight loss, all the things. So that is why my services factor around all different areas, because I am called to help women. That is a little bit about me. And, you know, leading into today's topic, one of the things that I learned is the importance of making those investments in yourself. I was not somebody that made investments in myself. I always worried about money. I struggled financially for a long time, and I was always afraid to if I spent a penny on myself, I would be without, right? I would have no problems going to the store and, going shopping and buying myself, $200-300 worth of clothing, right? Or my daily Dunkin' Donuts trips or eating out or, whatever, I think there was one point I used to get my lunch every day out. So, you factor you're spending $20 a day just on lunch, not factoring into the few dollars a day that you're getting your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. Where I'm going with this, like you sit down and you actually factor into the amount of money that you're spending daily on, things that are not necessary. It really kind of opens up your eyes to where your money goes. And when you get to that place where you have that growth mindset and you're ready to take steps to be able to achieve your goals, whether it's career related, whether it's your personal growth and development and healing goals, or weight loss. When you get to that point where you've had enough and you want to start that journey, there are things that are required that are a part of those investments. And you start to see the importance of, am I just throwing my money out the window, or am I making an investment that's going to benefit me in the long run? And I got to that point where I realized I didn't have money to invest in myself because I was just throwing it out the window at nothing of importance. And I had nothing to show for it. And one of the things that I will never regret is my investment in my education with the Institute of Integrative Nutrition as a holistic health and wellness coach. There was so much value in that program, and it changed me. It changed me for the good, and it opened up doors that I never thought would open. It was the best, one of the best investments I have ever made on myself, is saying yes to my education. And from that point, the investments that I've made, and not all the investments I've made in myself have been financial. There's other ways of investing in yourself that don't necessarily factor into a dollar sign, right? It factors into so much more. So when it comes to the decisions, and if you're one of those people who are on the fence about making any investments in yourself, whether it's because you don't think you're worth it, whether there's a fear centered around it, whatever your reason is for keeping you from investing in your goals, investing in what you want to achieve in life, what you want to be able to succeed in. The one thing that holds you back is that, I call them excuses, right? Because that's for me what it was. Well, all of it was an excuse to to keep me in my place of comfort. So let me tell you a little bit as to why it's important to invest in yourself. First, boosting confidence. When you invest in your skills and you invest in your well-being, you naturally feel more capable and confident in your abilities. I can firsthand say that that is exactly what happened to me when I started to invest in my healing, invest in my growth, invest in my career, invest in my life. I felt more confident. I I felt more capable. I started to see myself differently. I went from feeling like I was worthless to feeling like I was worthy. And by showing myself that I could achieve that one thing, I believed that the next thing that came my way, I could be just as successful in. Next, it enhances your quality of life. Focusing on personal development leads to a healthier and more fulfilling life, right? If you're struggling with, you know, healthier eating habits, you don't want to invest in having healthier food items such as whole foods because they're more expensive than the boxed package stuff that you find on the shelves that are loaded with chemicals and preservatives. Take a look at the long-term effect of that choice because now you're filling your body up with damaging chemicals, damaging preservatives that are wreaking havoc on your body. You're looking at cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer, all of these other risk benefits. And so when it comes down to it, down the road in the long term, your health is at risk. And now you're investing money in medical bills because you're sick. Your immune system is down. So you're constantly getting every virus, cold, times 10. So take a look at that. Because if you decide to stay away from the, the highly processed, you know, boxed food that's sitting on the shelf, loaded with ingredients that you don't even know what the hell they are, if you eliminate all of that and you fill your cart with apples and avocados and spinach, you'll find that you are on your way to a healthier body, a stronger body, because your body's getting the nutrients that it needs. And the thing is a lot of these fruits and vegetables are loaded with fiber, so you're filling up more. Making sure that you are getting your, whether you're getting your protein from plant-based items or through your chicken, turkey, your fish, whatever that protein is also filling you up more. So you're not eating as much, right? With a lot of these processed foods, they don't stay in your system quite as long, right? You don't stay as full and you feel more hungry. So you're just reaching for another bag of chips instead of maybe a handful of almonds. So if you look at things from that perspective, just as an example, that is exactly what I mean about the enhancing the quality of life. And that also goes with education or other components, growing a business, attending workshops that are going to give you the tools that you need to grow personally and develop, right? Time. Where are you putting your time? Are you spending all of your free time sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix or scrolling endlessly for hours on end on social media? Now, I will say that doom scrolling is something that I'm guilty of. I sometimes will, after working my full-time job, coming home and being active in my business, I will take like an hour at the end of the day to go on social media and just scroll, watch videos. I can be very guilty of that. And that's something that I'm working on because I would much rather be reading a book or filling myself full of more knowledge to invest in my growth and my value that I can provide for my listeners, for my clients, for my readers. Another reason is it fosters resilience. Self-investment equips you with tools and habits to handle challenges more effectively. You have a toolbox now because you've made self-investments to learn how to handle when life throws you lemons, when you feel like you've failed or you feel like you haven't succeeded at something and you feel knocked down. Now you have the tools and the confidence to be able to get back up. So it fosters resilience, creates opportunities. By expanding your knowledge, your network, your skills, you open doors to personal professional growth, right? So I'll give you a perfect example of my growing business. So beginning of 2024, I started saying yes. I made an investment to join a program that taught me business building skills, which gave me that confidence to say yes to going out 3.5 hours to a women's expo in Rochester, New York, where I met this incredible woman. She's been on the podcast. You can look back and listen to her episode, Desiree Cruz. I love Desiree. And I spoke with her. She invited me to attend a women's conference in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and which led to me having a VIP speaker slot, which was my first public speaking event live, not on some virtual platform. It was a live opportunity that I said yes. And I made the investment to travel to New Jersey and get a hotel room and be in a room full of people, a room full of women that I have never met in my life. And I was nervous. And the thing is that I do have a part of me has social anxiety. And it used to be debilitating. When I remember when I first got sober, if I went to that gathering or social event that other people were attending, I typically was a wallflower. I found my spot and I stayed there and I only talked to the people I was comfortable with because I was scared. And by showing up to these events, I'm building my self-confidence to show myself that I am capable of making connections and being able to open the doors to making new friends. And holy shit, people like me, right? Like nobody's judging me right now in a negative way. Like I went into this room, I got up in front of that room, I put a microphone in my hand, and I spoke on overcoming fear. And it really empowered the women sitting in that room. And it also helped me build more relationships. It grew my network. Many of those women have been on this podcast. I have continued to meet more women that are going to be on this podcast that I'm going to collaborate with, more opportunities for public speaking, more opportunities to be in anthologies, and even write my own ebook, Becoming Whole, A Path to Self-Love. The link is also available to you on PayHip, the bookstore. Go ahead and get yourself a copy because that is also going to be a guiding point for you to build that self-love, right? It's a small, tiny investment for you to learn how to develop boundaries and grow and learn to love yourself and build that confidence. But this cycle continues to grow for me, and more I have been invited to more experiences, be guest speaking, to be a part of other people's podcasts. This is what I am talking about when it comes to creating opportunities. By making small investments, I have invested in myself greater because now I have more connections and I am growing so much more exponentially as a coach, as a speaker, as a podcast host, as an author. I'm doing things in my life today that I never thought I would ever do. At one point, I didn't have the clarity to even see. And that can happen for you. You can have that too. You are just as capable. You are just as worthy. You are just as valuable. It strengthens your impact when you make those self-investments. The more you grow, the more you can contribute to your community, to your career, and to your relationships. "15 years ago, I was a liability. I was not an employee that could be trusted I could not be depended on. People in my life, the relationships I had, the friendships, the people in my family couldn't trust me, couldn't depend on me. The only thing I spent my money on was booze, cigarettes, nights out on the town. And I did nothing to heal. I did nothing to grow up. I could not manage my life. All of that changed when I made the decision to get sober. When I knew it was time, when I had enough. It promotes independence. So self-investment empowers you to rely on your strengths rather than external validation and resources. So you're no longer searching for praise, for people to tell you how amazing you are and how awesome you are, or you're not looking for that external, validation, because you can validate yourself just by relying on the strengths that you have found as you've grown. So let's say you invest in this empowerment summit that I'm speaking at the end of the month. You make that $47 investment and you listen to all 51 of the women that are speaking at this event. You are given tools, right? That are going to help build your confidence, to help you with getting a better quality of life, that are going to help you along the way with promoting your independence. And you listen to my speech. I talk about the confidence code, and you reach out to me and say, I really want to learn the steps of the confidence code and have you take me through that step by step on a deeper level. You will have 4 steps that are going to help you build your confidence. So you're no longer relying on anybody else but you, and you are going to have the confidence, right? You are going to have the confidence in yourself to keep taking action steps to move forward. So, how can you invest in yourself? How do you do it? You start by setting clear goals. Identify what you want to achieve. Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to start a business? What kind of business do you want to start? What is on your heart and what is your why? Is it personal growth? I am so sick and tired of being stuck in fear. I want to have confidence. I want to believe in myself. I want to love myself. I'm tired of getting in toxic relationships and being around toxic and unhealthy people that are constantly bringing me down and just telling me how I'm worthless and invaluable. I want more for myself. Take out a pad and paper and sit down in a quiet place. Give yourself 30 minutes to just allow God to talk to you, the universe, whatever your higher power is, whatever that higher being is for you. For me, it's God. And hear what that is and write out 3 to 5 goals on what you can do to start achieving that. Another thing is prioritize lifelong learning. Invest in the courses. Invest in the workshops. When you sit there and you look at a workshop that may be like I charge $47 for my workshops. What you receive in those workshops is valuable information to help you in your journey, to help you achieve those goals. You are you are filling your toolbox up, right? Prioritizing those lifelong learnings, reading books based on whatever your goals are. Knowledge is one of the most valuable assets that you can gain. Invest in your health. Just like I mentioned before, with your health and your wellness, you're going to the grocery store, and because you don't, you find that maybe the Whole Foods is more expensive, so you're filling your cart up with Doritos and boxed macaroni and cheese and canned veggies, or whatever. As long as you're getting your veggies right out of a can, it's fine. And as long as you're getting your vegetables, I'd rather pay 60 cents for a can of green beans than pay $1 for a handful of fresh green beans from the produce section. It adds up. Well, guess what? Just think about the long-term effects of your choices. If you're spending just a little bit more on filling your cart with produce and proteins, frozen vegetables are cheap. And let me tell you something about frozen vegetables. They are freshly picked from the plant. They have no preservatives in them. They are literally frozen right away. So all of those preservatives, or I mean, I should say, all of the nutrients is the word I want to use, nutrients, all of those nutrients that are from that plant are getting frozen into that product. So you are getting all of the, the nutrients that you need on the frozen vegetable. So that frozen broccoli or the frozen asparagus that you're getting, that's all basically, it's all fresh. That's just being frozen and you're getting nutrients and it is affordable. Canned goods? No, they are preservatives. They are loaded with sodium and salt, which you do not want. When you're looking at your food labels, your nutrition facts, most of us are looking at calories. Pay attention to absolutely where you're getting your calories from. That's important. The fats. Is it loaded with saturated fat and trans fat? Are you getting products that are loaded with added sugar? A lot of those flavored yogurts, like the yo plates and things like that, that have fruit in them, those are loaded with sugar, loaded with added sugar, loaded with chemicals. Get, I like personally low fat, plain Greek yogurt. I have it sitting here in a bowl next to me. I eat it for breakfast and I load it with strawberries, apples, blueberries. I put fresh fruit inside that yogurt, put a little bit of chia seeds, maybe a little cinnamon, little dry oats, and that is a delicious breakfast in the morning because you're getting your protein, you're getting your fiber, and you're getting nutrients. Invest in your health. Invest in the gym membership. Invest in acupuncture, in Reiki, and invest in. I just posted an episode with my girl Shireen, and she is an amazing woman who does a lot of practices with meditation and sonomic exercises. Invest in her programs. She's amazing. Invest in those practices, right? I mean, you don't need to spend money to get a good guided meditation. You can go on YouTube and there's a plethora of them. You don't necessarily even have to pay for the gym membership. You can go on YouTube and put in any type of workout that you want and you'll get 100 options so that you can work out in your living room. That's what I do. I work out in my basement. I pull up YouTube, and if I feel like doing yoga, I got yoga. If I feel like doing a HIIT exercise, I do that. Pilates, I'm on it, right? I got some free weights and I got a YouTube. Bam, I'm set. That's still investing in your health. Build financial literacy. Learn to manage your finances wisely by understanding budgeting, investing, and saving. Financial stability gives you the freedom to pursue other investments in yourself. So if it's the money issue that's holding you back, sit down. If you need to get a financial advisor, get a financial advisor. Learn how to budget. You can find books, you can find information on the internet to help you formulate budgeting, investing. There's even workshops that you can attend for free that will talk to you about financial freedom. You just got to look for them. Expand your network. Surround yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals who inspire and challenge you. Go to the events that they hold. Join the communities. Work with the mentors to build meaningful connections. My mentor has been, she's somebody I can always pick up the phone and call, and she always gives me encouragement and feedback and has really shown me the way. I have other people that I also connect with that help me, support me, and give me that empowerment and that influence to keep going. I show up to the local women's, entrepreneur meetup groups and I meet women constantly. I'm constantly building that connection because those people encourage me to continue and help me move on. Enhancing in your skills, right? So investing in tools or trainings that enhance your abilities, whether it's leadership, public speaking, or technical expertise. Enhance your skills. Another way to invest in yourself is creating space for creativity. Dedicate time to hobbies and passions that fuel your creativity and your joy, whether it's through music, whether it's through artwork, whether it's, you know, reading book clubs, things like that. Anything that is fueling your creativity. You could get involved with writing workshops if you want to do more writing and create stories. I mean, one of the women that I got connected with through Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the Bomb Global Warrior Women conference that I went to in Cherry Hill, New Jersey back in June. Um, she's a writing coach, and I invested in one of her programs. It was write a book ebook in 5 days, and that is how Becoming Whole, A Path to Self-Love was born. I wrote an ebook in 5 days, right? So I learned how to write. And, I love writing. I used to write poetry when I was a kid. That was how I coped a lot with my parents' divorce and external factors that were going on outside the home, the boyfriends that broke my heart. Take care of your mindset. Engage in activities that strengthen your self-confidence, your self-awareness, and your resilience. Journaling, reading, working with a coach like myself. One of the things I love is mindset. It's another one of my many, many passions, and I love helping women keep their mindset focused in a positive direction. I love to help them cultivate a growth-oriented mindset. You know, you can always contact me and set up a call, and we can navigate that together. Make time for rest and reflection. Prioritize downtime to recharge and assess your progress. Whether it's first thing in the morning or at the very end of the day, take that time or the middle of the day. Downtime, recharge, assess your progress. Reflection helps you stay aligned with your goals and your values. And invest in experiences, travel, attend conferences, or engage in activities that broaden your perspective and enrich your life. Like I said, traveling to New Jersey, traveling to Rochester. I will travel anywhere given the opportunity. It's hard when you have a full-time job and you're only allotted so much time off. I mean, I will say that my husband and I have made an investment and are getting ready to hop on a cruise in March of 2025. We're going to go, travel around the Caribbean for 10 days. And you know what? That's an investment we're taking because that's also going to be building that connection with my husband, continuing to grow as a couple, to be able to have experiences of a lifetime, for us to be able to look back on and have gratitude for, to know that we lived and we really lived. It doesn't just have to be business oriented, conference oriented. Your relationships are just as important. And one of my goals is to ensure my husband and I are connected especially when we get busy. Life gets busy. His career is busy. I have a my business, my career, it gets busy. And sometimes you lose time together. So investing in a 10-day vacation for us to just completely not have to think about work or business or everyday responsibilities and really just focus on us, it's worth it. So now you have some tools. Now you have an understanding of the importance of investing. Start today. Start by registering for the conference. The link, again, is going to be in the description of this podcast for the Empower Her Virtual Summit. I will be also hosting more workshops. Connect with me on social media so that you can stay in the loop. Eventually, I will be having an active website that's in the works. Once that's up, active, and ready to go, I will share more information on that. So you can always revert to that to get more information, to book calls. In the meantime, connect with me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. You can connect with me through email. The email address is in the description as well. These are things that are available to you to be able to get in contact with me, to start making investments in yourself today. Whether it's attending a workshop that I'm hosting, whether it's attending the virtual summit, which I highly, highly encourage that you do. 6-week programs. I have, 3 6-month packages. I can work with you on any way and tailor something to meet your needs and your specific goals, because your journey is valuable and it's important and it's worth investing in yourself. This is for you, not for me. It's all for you because I believe in you. I see your worth and value, and I want to be able to be a guide in unleashing those abilities for you to be able to see your truest potential, because you are worth it. You deserve it. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this episode today. Definitely keep an eye out in the description for my contacts. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to download your favorite episodes. Sign up for the summit. Get in contact with me to get a call scheduled. Let's do this, ladies. Let's start off 2025. We are in January. It is the beginning. If you really, really want to succeed in your goals, if you really want to start taking action, now is the time. I know how scary that can be. You're talking to the queen of fear, especially when it came to money. Especially in a time where everything's inflated. But I can assure you, there is always a way to make it work so that you can achieve everything that your heart desires because you deserve it. So book a call with me. You can find me, like I said, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Email me, M as in Michael, C empowerment at gmail.com. Again, find all of that information in the description. I am so excited for you to be able to start investing in yourself. I am so excited for you to be able to achieve your goals and your dreams. I am so excited for you to have the best life that you desire. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year. And I look forward to talking with you. Until next time, let go of fear and let your spirit shine.